Hey guys, welcome back. Just got myself this new iPad mini. Okay, I want this pencil. It's good. I think the app is called the Procreate. I don't exactly know how to use it yet. Basically, you can do very basic animation and do the drawings and all that. I think it's gonna be fun. This is really sensitive and well, pretty darn accurate, as a matter of fact. And well, it's nice and compact. But anyhow, it's time for me to upgrade my computer system. I've been using this iMac for what? The darn thing, it's getting old. Not so much with the Blackmagic's ProRes, but any other format, this whole thing will just literally slow down. Now, I think the Mac Studio, it looks really promising. I don't think I would need the M1 Ultra. Basically, the M1 Max would do the job just fine. And at the same time, I think the new display looks pretty good. But anyway, this episode is called Black and White Hong Kong. I have decided to change the name, the inexpensive Leica, into Black and White Hong Kong. All the photos were taken by this new M10 monochrome with the 35mm lens. What is the difference between this new M10 versus the old M9M? Okay, the obvious one would be the contrast. This guy, by comparison, this guy has quite a bit of contrast. I would say on average about half a stop. It could be due to the high pixel density. I don't know. It is what it is. I wouldn't say this is a better camera than the old one or the old one is better. No, it's just a different camera. And I have decided not to get the thumbs up because I have seen my friend using it. It's nice, but I think it does make the camera slightly bigger. This thumb rest thingy basically is sticking out. So I would prefer not having it. I'm quite used to having this little thumb rest here. I think it's really useful. So in other words, I don't need an extra or a bigger or larger thumb rest. My hand, it's pretty small, so it's grippy enough in a sense. Because I do prefer keeping everything nice and compact, without any additional add-ons. I just prefer everything nice and simple and compact. I wouldn't say I'm crazy about this high pixel count thing. It does make life a lot easier, but like you will have to spend some time in the post-processing. Well, yeah, high pixel count, I suppose, it does free up the creativity, but I wouldn't rely on cropping. Because, well, how I see it is that cropping is an option, but I don't want to make a habit of, basically cropping every single shots, because that would somewhat defeat the practice of street photography. Yeah, unless like you know exactly what you're doing, but like before you shoot, like, oh, okay, I'm using a 35mm and I do need to crop it. I want that specific spot. So in other words, you have to be able to see first and decide whether or not you would need to crop it before you press the shutter. Because otherwise, what is the whole point? Especially with these days, the cameras these days are so good, the pixels are so intense that you could basically close your eyes without looking at anything and just press the shutter and go back to your post-processing and look for that perfect moment and basically just cropping it. That's all you need to do. But what is the whole point of it? Okay, for the sake of the argument, it is true in my case, for example, a lot of the shots that I'm really pleased with are just pure luck. It's really a game of probability, and frankly, the only way to beat the game is to, well, go out and shoot more. Going out doesn't really mean going to different places. I mean, for me, for example, I like to go to the same familiar places. In other words, I could spend more time really looking at the place instead of being overwhelmed by it. I will know exactly when the sun is coming and in which direction. And so all I have to do is wait for the right person to come into the frame.